Kate Johnson here, a very quick tutorial to tell you how to record the purchase of an asset when FreshBooks is your bookkeeping software. One way that you might realize you have purchased an asset is whenever you are reconciling your accounts and you see the negative number on the left side of the bank screen. And so in this instance, this fake company spent over $4,000 and it was a camera, and that probably meets the threshold for needing to be booked as an asset. So here are the steps. So first thing you have to do is create the account in the chart of accounts. So you would add a new account. You would select the type asset, whether it's long-term, current, property, plant, and equipment. Maybe we click that. You have to decide whether it's a parent account or sub-account. And you would add the name and description and add the account. I've already done that, so I'm going to show it to you. You zoom in a bit. All right, so here's the Canon camera. If I hit the word edit, we'll get back to that same screen that we just saw to create the asset. So I put the date that it was purchased. You can put quite a bit of information in there if you want. Oh, I also apparently put it as a long-term asset, which is also fine. All right, so the first step is when we're back in bank reconciliation, we are not going to match this. We just mark as transfer, Canon camera purchase, and we hit submit. And then the next step is going to be to make a journal entry. So here you would come to the word accounting, and the word journal entries is under that. Oh, by the way, you do have to have advanced accounting turned on, which is in the settings. So if you don't see create a journal entry or create a new account in chart of accounts, then you haven't turned on your advanced accounting. But you make the date, you put some information here, and you debit the asset. So if we want to increase our asset, we debit it. And then we credit petty cash. And then FreshBooks is the only software in the world that has this petty cash account. But that's what we're going to debit. Because we hit transfer on the loss of money, the negative money coming out of that credit card, we only hit transfer one time. So we're going to be making a journal entry to petty cash because we're keeping our petty cash cleared to zero. And if you don't understand what that means, you've got to get in touch with me. Come to my free monthly Q&A as a way to get a little bit more information about FreshBooks. But this is like table stakes, y'all. If you don't understand petty cash and why it needs to be zero to keep it to zero, you must spend more time with me. You'll hit save. And then the last place I'm going to go is I call it doing a sanity check. Whenever you make a journal entry, you need to think what you expect is going to happen, which accounts need to move in which direction, and then you go double check that it actually happened. So assets show up on the balance sheet, y'all. So that's the report we're going to check out. We're in the report section, balance sheet. Americans are going to be almost always cash basis filers, so we've got to view the old report. You can use the new accrual basis report if you're not from America, but we want to hit this cash basis. You would always be running your balance sheet on a cash basis. And we expected to have an asset, and we do. And then let's go back just to prove. So we didn't have an asset, I think, November 23rd. I want this to go away. We didn't buy it until November 24th, I think, right? You see how that asset went away? That's what we expected. No asset as of a certain day, and then the day that we bought it, and you would run it and double check your balance sheet for the day that you bought it and make sure it shows up. This is a very quick tutorial. I'm Kate Josephine Johnson. I am a FreshBooks expert. You need to be subscribed to this channel if you watch this video. It will be the smartest thing that you do today because you're not watching this video unless you're a FreshBooks user. I'd love to stay in touch with you. I've got a lot of ways to do that. My free monthly Q&A is probably going to be one of the most informative times that you possibly could have. Just come and listen even if you don't have questions. But if you're a first-time attendee, you get to ask a question. If you need to connect with me for services, go ahead and email operations@heritagebusinessservices.com. Let us know what problems you have, and we'll get you scheduled for a quick prospective client call to see if we're a good fit. And if you've been watching a lot of these videos and they help you, and I'm still just a stranger to you on the internet, but you want to say thanks, if you go to heritagebusinessservices.com/tools, there will be a link to a Google Sheet that has all the small business tools that I recommend, and there are referral links to many of them. So if you take a look at that, see what I actually recommend. I don't put bad stuff on there. And if you were to use my referral link, that'd be a great way for you to say thanks for creating these tutorials. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'd love it if you gave this video a thumbs up. That helps the YouTube algorithm. I'm Kate Josephine Johnson, and I help businesses build their business legacy.